Hey guys, it's the very next day after my ultrasound. It's around 11 a.m. and at 10 a.m. they did call me from the doctor's office. They said that the doctor is gonna call me soon with the results, and I'm still waiting. It's been about an hour since they called me. I'm still waiting. Waiting is a torture. I'm waiting on the results, and I know that the results are not gonna be great, but there is always a hope. But I would like to tell you something, that once I realized that there is no baby, there is a baby technically, but there is no baby. You know the situation, the baby stopped growing at 5 weeks. So once I realized that there is no baby, once I believe my body and my mind realized that the pregnancy is not progressing, I started feeling a little bit less pregnant. This is, I believe, my mind, because physically I still have symptoms, but I'm kind of feeling less pregnant and kind of, let's say, yesterday I was still hungrier than usual, because during this pregnancy I always feel hungry, but I was like, you know, I'm not pregnant. I'm not supposed to eat more because I'm not pregnant. Like technically I am, but the baby is not progressing. And I ate a little bit of fruits and I was okay. I believe it's just the power of your mind. So when you know that there is a baby and when you feel hungry, you just go to eat something, because you know that the baby needs nutrients, the baby needs food. When you know that there is no baby, and when you know that whatever you're gonna eat right now, like late evening, it's gonna be fat on your belly, you're like, okay, probably I'm not gonna eat a sandwich, I'm gonna eat some fruits. So this is a power of your mind. And also other symptoms like fatigue. I feel less tired, honestly. Like this week I feel definitely less tired, and my acne are better. I still have some, I still have a lot, but they are definitely better than before. And so what else? My husband and I are not giving up from the idea to have another baby. We're not giving up. We still want another baby. But what we're gonna do, he's gonna be having an appointment in a month with his PCP to discuss the situation, and mine is gonna be, so my appointment is gonna be right now over the phone with my doctor, where I would like to ask her to do some tests on me to check like everything in order to make sure that the next pregnancy is gonna be successful. So I'm still waiting for them to call me. It's 11 a.m. They did call me an hour ago, and I'm still waiting for the doctor to call me back with the results. And yes, I have scheduled blood work for tomorrow. Like it's a general, like I don't really remember how it works, and it's a blood work in the beginning of a pregnancy to check for everything, infections, like a blood type, like everything and anything. And I'm gonna ask the doctor whether or not I need to keep my appointment or I need to cancel it. And also have an appointment for a 12-week ultrasound, and I believe I need to cancel it. And also I have another appointment, I believe at 10 weeks with my doctor. I think I need to cancel all of those appointments right now. So that's why I'm gonna speak with my doctor about it. So what else to say? Yesterday and today morning I did watch a lot of YouTube videos about miscarriages, 2, 3, 4 miscarriages in a row. My doctor doesn't know that I had a miscarriage before this last pregnancy, and the first pregnancy, like first miscarriage, that I had 3 days after the positive pregnancy test. And I'm not gonna tell her about it because she's gonna be mad that I started trying that early, because this doctor wanted me to wait for like 3 to 6 months in order to start trying. But a different doctor, I really trust that doctor. She told me that I can start trying right away. That's why I decided to start trying right away. So I'm gonna tell my doctor that I had a miscarriage, but I'm not gonna tell her that I had it just recently, my second one. I'm gonna tell her that I had it like before, like way before, and I'm gonna push her a little bit for different kind of tests for me, because otherwise she's not gonna allow me to go ahead with testing. I mean, that what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask her to do some tests like genetics, like to check my immune system. Like, I know that I have a fibroid which is tiny, but it didn't affect my previous pregnancy, so maybe it does affect my current ones. So I'm gonna ask her about progesterone during early pregnancy. They're calling me. Hello?
Hi, this is Dr. Isaiah. How are you doing today?
More or less. How are you, doctor?
Excellent. So I'm going to go over the results with you. Did they talk to you or no?
They did. Actually, I know just a little bit. They did tell me that the baby looks significantly smaller than it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be around 8 weeks. The baby looks like 5 weeks, they said.
So there are 2 things that can be going on here. One thing is if your period is off, and this is an early pregnancy, because what they're seeing the baby at 5 weeks and 6 days. So I'm not expecting a heartbeat at 5 weeks and 6 days. If there is a baby at that age, usually there's no heartbeat. But if your pregnancy is stopped, then it's not gonna, basically that means the baby is no longer growing, and that baby stayed at 5 weeks. I'm gonna do one more ultrasound in a week to see if this baby is growing, and basically your due date needs to be changed, versus if the pregnancy stopped. And the other thing, they're also seeing bleeding next to the placenta. Did they tell you that?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, there is an adjacent subchorionic hemorrhage next to the placenta, 3.5 centimeters. So I don't know if this is a new thing that just happened, or the baby stopped growing and this bleeding happened. I cannot tell you which one is which, but definitely till you get your next ultrasound, do not do any heavy lifting at all.
And so there is no possibility that my dates are wrong. There is nothing, about it. I know that they are correct. Absolutely correct.
Okay. So I'm sorry to hear that. So if that's the case, and you're pretty sure, which I believe you, because you know your body clock and when you have sex better than anybody else. If that's the case, as I said, I'm sorry for what happened, but I still need to do 2 beta HCG, because that means then your number will be dropping, because the last time I talked to you, your number actually were going up.
Yes, and I still have a lot of pregnancy symptoms, like a lot. Last pregnancy I had nothing. This pregnancy I have like multiples on a daily basis. Even like my belly is growing.
Let's do the blood test one more time to see. And I know what you're saying. You're saying there is no way it's a miscarriage, but I cannot give you a medication to stop the pregnancy till I actually am sure that this is not working. So I need to do repeat blood test twice and do another ultrasound to make sure your number is decreasing, and then for sure tell you, oh, this has happened. Because what they see is they're seeing a baby at 5 weeks and 6 days, and at that age, most babies don't have any heartbeat. So if it's an early pregnancy, then it's fine. But if the baby stopped growing at that age, of course, even I do ultrasound next week, nothing will be different.
Okay, but how is it possible that I have it for the second time? I'm healthy and my husband is looks healthy, no problems.
Remember I told you have to wait minimum 3 to 6 months before you conceive? Your body is not ready. Okay. Every time you have a miscarriage, you have to minimum wait 3 to 6 months. You cannot get pregnant right away. You should, of course you're getting pregnant, but we recommended not to get pregnant. Give your body time, minimum 3 months, 3 to 6 months. And I tell all my patients that when you miscarry, do not get pregnant for 3 to 6 months. And I know I told you that as well. But once you're pregnant, I will do the best I can to help you with the pregnancy. And again, I don't want to just say this is for sure miscarriage till I actually do an ultrasound to see it is. Okay. And if that's the case, then we'll give you medication. I will put you on a birth control for sure, not to get pregnant for a while.
Okay.
Because your body needs to recover. You cannot just do back to back.
Yes. And doctor, I didn't tell you that, but I think I lost a baby back in, I believe it was December, early January, because I got a positive pregnancy test, and 3 days later I started bleeding like my normal period, and I'm still guessing whether or not I had a miscarriage or it was something with the test, but the test was accurate.
Wait, so hold on, so you have a miscarriage in January?
Yes, but I'm not sure whether or not it was a miscarriage or just something with the test, but I'm just started thinking that maybe it was a miscarriage that time around.
No, the January, was there pregnancy positive test or no?
Yes, positive pregnancy test.
Then you were pregnant. Then I need to know that. So you had another one in January?
I think so, that it was in January, yes, but I'm just guessing whether or not it was a test or I had a miscarriage. I think I had a miscarriage because it's just impossible.
I don't understand when you're saying when it was a test. You did a positive pregnancy test and then all of a sudden you were not pregnant?
Yes, I did a test and it was positive, very faint line.
So it's a chemical pregnancy, so you did have that chemical pregnancy and pregnancy. So
I think so, because 3 days after that I started bleeding and the test was absolutely negative, but 3 days before it was positive.
Yeah, it's chemical pregnancy in one.
I didn't focus on it because I was thinking, so maybe it's a test or but I felt great.
It's not a test. So this is your third miscarriage, and if that's the case, if this is miscarriage, once you finish, I need to do a full workup to see why you're miscarrying back to back.
Okay.
And you should not get pregnant at least 3 to at a time. We'll do the workup. I'm not going to do any workup right now because, as I said, I don't know you're pregnant or not. The baby's growing or not. And then we have to put you on progesterone with your next pregnancy. It has to be very controlled. It's not just having sex and get pregnant. For somebody high risk like you, you need to have a plan. When you're planning to conceive, as soon as test is positive, we have to put you on progesterone. So I did not know about this one then. So this is your number.
I think this is number 3. This is number.
No, it's not your number. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 5. This is your 6th pregnancy then.
Oh yeah, I think so. This is my 6th pregnancy and 3rd miscarriage.
Okay, that's like a very important thing. You have to say, okay, so I'm going to put patient needs recurrent pregnancy workup. Patient. Hold on, I'm going to transfer you to my nurse. This is actually very important. So she's going to schedule you for beta ECG 48 hours apart. We're going to repeat your ultrasound next week. I can actually do your beta ECG also next week. That way it's better. And then follow up 2 weeks from now.
Follow up with you? I'm back. Yeah, the situation is pretty much the same. My baby stopped growing at 5 weeks, 6 days. And the exact same period of time that I had with my previous miscarriage. So yep, this is the situation, and I know that they're gonna do ACG. I'm gonna do this next week, and my ultrasound next week. But honestly, I'm not really sure that it's gonna be a success somewhere. I know that the situation is pretty rough and bumpy, and I know what I need to do. The doctor already told me that I need to do all the tests that she wants me to do, and what else I need to do is stay on birth control for about like 6 months at least, or even a year. I'm gonna discuss it with my doctor once we know the situation with the baby inside. Oh yeah, they're calling me right now. Hello? Yes, I'm back. They did schedule my ultrasound for next Friday at 10:30 a.m. and they did schedule my appointment over the phone with the doctor following Tuesday to know the results, to discuss my ACG levels and like everything and anything. So yep, so far I will need to wait for almost 2 weeks since now, and I still want a baby. I still want a baby, and my husband still wants a baby. It means that no matter what, we're gonna go ahead, do everything and anything, do all the tests and try again, no matter what. Now or later, we're gonna try again. I'm not gonna give up, no. So I will keep you guys updated. And also she said that I have some bleeding inside, like hemorrhage, whatever it calls. They didn't tell me that yesterday, but I know that it might be a sign of a miscarriage. But anyway, I'm ready for anything, and like if it's gonna be a natural thing, it's still okay. I'm still okay, and I will see you guys.